I didn't wake up one day and get here. I did not wake up one day and say, guess what? I'm moving today. I'm moving to a safer environment with better schools for my kids. I didn't just wake up and say that. It was years in the making that said, hey, this is where I'm headed. So this is what I need to do. You just don't wake up one day and get to the point where you need to be. It takes time. I need for everybody to stop what they're doing and to write down their goals. That's what I need you to do right now. I need you to stop everything that you're doing. Write down your goals. You need to see them. You need to see them written down. You need to make sure that you can view them and read them every single day. I need you to always have them in a place where they are accessible so that you can just lay your eyes on them. Okay? So, 4 years ago, I started my investment journey, right? And I was listening to a podcast and they were just like, okay, so by the time you turn 40, then you need to have $274,000 in your investment account if you want to reach multimillionaire status by the time that you retire at regular retirement age, which is 65, right? So starting from almost nothing, I was wondering to myself, how could I possibly get to $275,000? How can I possibly even get to that in 4 years? I could not wrap my head around it. I could not figure out, like, how am I going to get this? With the salary that I had, I was just literally trying to figure out how I was going to meet that particular goal. And so I still wrote it down, right? If that was my goal, that was my goal. I had to have $274,000 by the time I was 40. And it needed to be 4 years. So I had 4 years in order to hit this goal. Again, I was starting from close to nothing. And I had something, but it was nowhere near that, right? And so I don't know, even to this day, how I surpassed that goal within 4 years. I don't know. I do not know how I got from zero to $274,000 or close to zero. It was more, but still, you get the point. Nowhere near what I was seeking. And I still don't know how I got there in the end. But not only did I get there, right? Not only did I hit that particular goal, but I saved $35,000 for a down payment on new construction. I paid off all of my student loans and any other debt that I had, but it was really only student loans. I mean, I had a little bit on a credit card, but not that much. I paid off my student loans, and listen, I was on a roll. So not only did I get the $274,000, but also, again, down payment for a house and paid off my student loans. I'm going to tell you that from not being able to see the first goal, which was to meet the $274,000, to meeting that goal plus some, it was only God, right? It was literally only God who was able to swoop in and be like, listen, girl, I got you. But also because it was written down. It was written down. It was very clear, the goal, what I needed to do. The timeline was very clear, but what was not clear was the how. It was the how that was not exactly clear on how I was going to get this money, because I'm looking at my paycheck and then I'm looking to where I needed to be, and I really didn't see a clear path. But I still knew where I wanted to be, and I still wrote down that goal. Okay? Now, fast forward to where we are today, right? And I'm literally still writing down my life goals, right? I'm still writing them down. This is my vision board, which is years in the making. So it's not just my vision for 1 year, but it's my vision for many years. But you see that these next set of goals are for 2025 to 2030. I know we ain't even got to 2025 yet, but I know where I want to be about 2030. And if you know me, you know that I'm trying to be laying up on somebody's beach for the entire day, for the entire week of the entire month of the entire year, right? So that's where I want to be. So the question is, how am I going to get there? How am I going to reach that particular goal? And so my life goals, my financial life goals will get me there. But of course, I have other goals, which include spiritual goals, goals for how I want to manage my time moving forward, and blah, 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 blah. Now, why? Why do you need to write the goals down? Okay, let me tell you why you need to write your goals down. You need to write your goals down because somehow, and I don't know how, but I know that when you write them down and you're looking at them frequently and you're assessing them frequently, it propels you to where you want to be. I don't know how. I'm telling you, I don't know how, but it gets you there. It gets you there. And I don't know if it's because they're at the forefront of your mind. So you're constantly thinking about where you are headed. And so every move that you make, you're headed in that direction. Maybe that has something to do with it. But as I told you before, I don't know how I was able to meet my initial goal. I have no idea, right? But writing it down propels you. It makes you sure that you stay on the path to getting to where you want to be. So I definitely highly suggest that you do that, okay? And writing your goals down, it serves as a reminder of where you are, right? It serves as a reminder of where you are. And you can remember to yourself or tell yourself or remind yourself that, hey, self, I'm not where I want to be. I am not where I said I would be. I'm not there yet. And this is where I am. This is my current state. This is my current status, but I don't want to stay here, right? So writing your goals down propels you and it reminds you of where you are. Thus, a reminder of where you don't necessarily want to be, right? And what else? It reminds you to cut out all of the nonsense. So all of the things that do not align with where you are headed, where you want to be in life, it serves as a reminder to cut all of that stuff out, right? And not only are you cutting out the junk that does not align with something in my face. Not only are you cutting out the junk that does not align to where you're headed, but you're also cutting out the people, you're cutting out the positions that you're currently in that no longer serve you or no longer serve as your passions. You're cutting out all of the extracurricular activities. I don't know if it includes drinking, drugs, foolishness, nonsense. I don't know what you currently have in your life, right? But whatever it is that does not align to your goals, where you're headed, I'm telling you, you will begin to cut out the foolishness, okay? So all that I've said here today, I definitely want you to write down your goals, right? Let's sum it up. Okay. Writing down your goals propels you to where you want to be. It sits at the forefront of your mind and it serves as a constant reminder of what roads you should take, what steps you should take in order to go down that right path to where you want to be. It serves as a reminder of where you are right now, right? And that's not where you want to be. And so since where you are right now is not where you want to be, you keep telling yourself, this is not where I want to be, so this is the way that I'm headed. And it allows you to cut out all the stuff that does not align to your new goal, right? You need to cut it. So you start cutting that junk out. You start cutting out the fluff that does not lead you down that correct path. You do. You literally just do. And so, listen, that's what we have to do. We have to write down our goals. We have to write down where we're headed. And I'm going to tell you that where I'm standing right now, right, in life, in the current area where I live, in my current position, in my current financial status, or however much I have inside of my bank account, what I'm saying to you is that I didn't wake up one day and get here. I did not wake up one day and say, guess what? I'm moving today. I'm moving to a safer environment with better schools for my kids. I didn't just wake up and say that. It was years in the making that said, hey, this is where I'm headed. So this is what I need to do. You just don't wake up one day and get to the point where you need to be. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes all of the energy you got. It takes your passion. It takes your strength. You're not just waking up one day and saying that I'm there, right? You're moving slowly in the direction of where you want to be. And the best way to do that is to write your goals down so that you always know where you are headed.